Before we begin, I want to apologize for not doing my thoughts on Miles vs. Static. 3 factors played into its cancellation. The first factor was that my brother being home for a couple of weeks. The second factor was that I was just starting my second semester of college. And the third reason was because my mom was working at home due to her new job. And because of those 3 factors, I didn't have time to make a script, so I had to cancel it. Anyways, so the next episode of Death Battle is going to be a highly requested matchup. And that matchup is Black Canary from DC Comics versus Sindel from Mortal Kombat. But before we talk about that matchup, let's talk about the last episode of Death Battle, which was Miles vs. Static. However, if you want to skip to the point where I talk about Canary vs. Sindel, please go to the timestamp in the description. Overall, I did think this was a good episode. However, excluding Boba Fett vs. Samus Aran, I thought it was the weakest season premiere the series has done so far. My 3 biggest problems with the episode were the thumbnail, the score, and the redesigns of Wiz and Boomstick. The thumbnail I thought was poorly put together and rushed. The song, while it did fit the theme of the matchup, has the worst lyrics the series has ever came up with since Fight Like a Devil, and my biggest issue with the episode, and most likely what is to be the biggest problem of the entire season, the god-awful, horrendous redesigns of Wiz and Boomstick. But aside from those 3 flaws, this episode was actually pretty good, and was a decent start to not only the season nor the year, but also the decade as well. But I just want to get this out of the way. After 5 seasons of combatant number 1 always winning the season premiere, combatant number 2 finally broke the pattern and won another season premiere. Good job, Static. But with that out of the way, let's talk about Black Canary versus Sindel. Let's face it, we all knew that Sindel was going to fight Black Canary. I mean, come on. This was a very highly requested matchup. So, they were bound to do it at some point, even though I think Silver Banshee's a better opponent for Sindel. But that's not the point. But what some of you might not know is that this is actually a promotional matchup. The Birds of Prey and Harley Quinn film comes out 2 days before the episode releases on roosterteeth.com for first members. So I'm guessing they decided to put this as episode 2 as a promotion for that movie. Now, just to be clear, majority of people would say that they're gonna make Canary win because of the upcoming movie. But just because a character is in an episode for a promotion does not mean that they're going to win that episode. I mean, look at the Megazord and All Might, for example. Now it's time to talk about the characters. Let's talk about Sindel first. Now, Sindel was able to kill almost the entire cast of the entire Earthrealmers all by herself. Canary has also held her own against multiple foes at once before, but not in the same way as Sindel. Mostly. Sindel is extremely durable. She's able to take beatings from majority of the Earthrealm defenders, plus she can levitate And she can use her hair as a weapon, kind of like Kayako, even though... Wait, did The Grudge come out? I don't know. So yeah, Sindel has the advantages in strength and durability. Plus, she also has more experience and skills due to her being a queen from her kingdom, while Canary is just a district attorney. But that doesn't mean I'm counting out Canary yet. If there's two advantages Canary has over Sindel, at least in terms of physicality, it's definitely speed and agility. Canary has held her own against speedy opponents like the Flash, who she even was able to hit with her sonic screech at least twice. And we all know that the Flash is no pushover, not by a long shot. When it comes to agility, Canary just takes this by a long shot. Sindel has almost no agility feats, unlike Canary. Plus, Canary's sonic screech is even more powerful than Sindel's, as her screech is able to kill Kryptonians. Yeah, Sindel's screech has never shown that much power before. But keep in mind that this series is not me giving my final prediction. I will be getting enough info over the week, and once I do, I will be making my final prediction. I just won't be making a video on it. Anyways, Black Canary is far more faster and more agile than Sindel, and she can definitely hold her own against opponents that have certain advantages over her. Plus, like I said, her scream is far more powerful than Sindel's, as it's able to kill even Kryptonians. However, Sindel is far more stronger, more durable, more experienced, more skilled, and has a wider variety of powers to use besides her sonic screech, unlike Canary. Even though Canary's has the advantage in her sonic screech ability, the Queen of Edenia outclasses her in physicality by a long shot. Minus speed and agility. So until I obtain enough research to make my final prediction, I'm gonna say Sindel for the win. And that's all I have to say. This is Red Elastic 98, and before I sign out, I want to say one more thing. From now on, after I post my thoughts on Death Battle video, the next week after I will be turning off the comments until the official episode releases publicly. So if you're going to post comments, post them now while you have a chance. Because on the 4th of February, the comments will be turned off, and I won't be turning them back on until the 10th of the same month. My god, this video is terrible.